Hello, farmers. We're back on Community Farming Server 1 and cutting down some trees. So I've hand felled a bunch of them. I started processing some of them. The neat thing is I found a way to actually process logs that you can't reach with machinery, which I'm working on the edge of my map, like you can see down here in the corner. Let me see if I can get there. Down here in the corner, that I've got the I'm at the very top north edge of the map. Well, I cut a few trees that fell beyond the barrier. I'm like, how can I get those? It let me cut them, but they fell to where I can't reach them with a machine. However, I have found a loophole, and I'll show you that in just a minute. I'm just going to finish processing some of these trees, and when we get back to the other edge, we'll have enough room for me to be able to show you what I'm talking about. So for now, I'm just in my Hitachi with a processor from the FDR. That's my Rebel processor from FDR. And we're just gonna, and I'm processing these to 9 meters because somewhere I read that was the sweet spot for selling. So that's what I'm doing. Also, this is the first time streaming to YouTube for for me. So um, any of you that are joining from YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. So now we are simulcasting to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. We've stepped into the year 2020. Uh, maybe not that old, but what am I stuck on? Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. Let's get around this tree. Oh yeah, I'm really stuck on that tree. That's definitely a driving error. There we go. Now we're cooking. Let's get into this. And I'm not trying to be super picky about how I stack these right now because I've given up on loading manually and resorted to auto loading. So we don't really care too much how our piles are. I'm just more trying to get them out of my way so I can do a block of work at a time. So grab that and get that into my auto cut. This one must have been caught in the trees back there a little bit. All that being said, my piles aren't too sloppy. They're not perfect, but they don't need to be. So here, if I want to keep them in the same line, which would be nice for loading, I can just start processing from here and it's going to pull that tree back for me. So then you can bring it up and stack them in line. I do find that as I'm cutting trees, I'll switch up my processes a little bit different just to keep things interesting because doing something the same way every time when there's multiple ways to do it can get a little boring. So, like the way I'm doing it now, I haven't done I haven't done it this way in a long, long time. I was being a tryhard, trying hard to do things as realistic as possible so which meant not using autoload. However, the log physics aren't realistic enough in game to make that an enjoyable experience. At least in my opinion. Maybe somebody else has got theirs working a lot better, but from what I've seen, I just can't get the logs to behave in a way that is nice enough that it's not frustrating. Maybe if I grabbed like the vanilla truck that had the crane on the back and I was loading that way, one log at a time, maybe that way. But trying to do two or three or more logs at a time at this length, just it's just frustrating. It just doesn't. I don't know if it's my own shortcomings or what. I mean, it could be. Let me see if it'll let me cut this tree down with this, because I don't want to. I'm being lazy. I don't want to get out. Some of these, it will. Some it won't. Let's see. I think this one's gonna let me. Oh, come on, go down. Oh, I had my mode in the wrong position. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. With these smaller trees, this isn't. This might not be a bad way to do it. I may go back old school harvesting with this for these smaller trees. Oh, oh, oh. Because the problem I'm having with that buncher that you see there next to the house is that with the tall brushes on this map, it's tall bushes, not tall brushes, or the tall brush or the tall bushes. I can't see the trees well enough to do decent feller bunching, and that's probably because I'm not that great at it. Like it's supposed to be quicker, but for me it's much slower. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So now let's see. Um, I did cut that tree down. Should we go to the road? I don't know if I want to go to the road just yet. Let's head back to the back of the map. Yeah, opposite direction. No, that tree's in the way. I'm gonna switch cameras while we're driving so I can see where I'm going. Actually, I think that was pretty much all I had cut in this pass. Guess I was a little impatient. We moved. Alright, cool. Whew. Thought I was going to lose y'all there for a minute. Oh, let's see. Am I stuck? Doesn't look like it. No, we're just slag spiking. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Go back to the cab. I might be stuck in that bush too. I don't know. Alright, let's turn. This one's tricky. I've already cut it, but it's leaning against another tree. So, I gotta be able to see my processing head. So, what? I should be able. I might be able to get this to kind of flip on this without actually having to physically flip it. But why bother when I can just flip it like that? So we'll just match the angle, come down on it, like that, and grab it. There we go. Woohoo. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Awesome sauce. Here we go. And ta-da! Now process it this way. Eat a little bit of it in the cab. Oh, that was weird. Oh, did I have another tree fall on me? Did that other tree fall? Is that what I'm seeing here? Oh, I can't see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright. I'm okay with that. Because they're next anyway. Down, down, down. There we go. A little bit over.